As a kid in a grown-up's world, we used to love having the tiniest bit of control over our lives. At some point though, grown-ups started to tell us that our decisions mattered, and that making the wrong ones would ruin our lives. And this is when things start to fall apart. What courses to take, what university to go to, what we want to be when we grow up. Important decisions were everywhere, and I was terrified of making the wrong choice. As a nerdy Gen Z kid, I did the natural thing. I spent hours scouring the internet, looking for answers, convinced that with enough research, I could arrive at the perfect decisions. Which sounds great, right? Except it started to bleed into every aspect of my life. It took 10 minutes to decide what I wanted for breakfast, and 4 hours reading articles about the best gaming mouse before I made a purchase. I became obsessed with optimizing every single decision I made. I couldn't just pick a thing. It had to be the best thing. And I was convinced that this would make my life better. Except it didn't, and making decisions started to make me feel really anxious. Paralyzed by fear, I could barely make small choices, let alone big ones, and I started to make all of the wrong moves. I realized that I wasn't even trying to do the right thing anymore. I was trying not to do the wrong one, and this was making my decisions worse and worse. Something had to change. To do this, I had to return to our earlier days. I had to give up some control, but not in the way that you might think. I started small. When I went out to eat, I didn't bother look at most of the menu, and I forced myself to just pick the house special. Small purchases, I didn't bother doing much research. I just picked the most popular hit on Amazon. I started to set up a system of defaults to make the decisions that didn't really matter. And slowly, my anxiety started to go away. With more mental resources to spare, I felt a lot more confident about making the decisions that actually mattered. And sometimes, I think that means saving our instinct to optimize for things that'll actually move the needle. Even so, old habits die hard. And sometimes I find myself reading review after review of the best vacuum cleaner to buy. But if I can chill out and learn how to love having choices again, just like we used to, then you can too. Thanks for watching.